chose this course because I love to be creative and I love to express myself and I like to see my work on paper.
Well, coming in from grade 8, it's hard to find what you really want to do in the future, so if you don't have any idea, you should definitely choose art because it gives you time to think, it gives you time to learn things that you wouldn't really learn in other classes.
You can really like hone in on your creative abilities and stuff, and just you can really be in tune with your senses and apply that to your work.
You definitely learn patience, you learn to overcome a lot of challenges, you learn the value of hard work and appreciation of other people's hard work.
We do a lot of figure drawing, so we'll have someone pose and then you have a certain amount of time and you just draw them and see what you can get down on paper. We do a lot of painting and sculpting and working with your hands a lot.
Well, Mr. Longhour definitely helps out a lot by giving you a lot of freedom in what you choose to create. He gives you a lot of opportunities to voice your opinion and definitely gives you definitely all the materials, as you can see back here.
The preparation that we give our students in developing towards post-secondary careers and post-secondary study has been very extensive. Right now I think the partnerships that we're developing with college programs and with the local art galleries are very exciting, and we want to continue to expand on that.
I always take my time on my art. It's something that I can just focus my mind on. I can just be free and do what I want on this piece of paper. I always try and push myself harder and harder just because I want to be the best. And you always got to push yourself harder and harder, and there's always challenges to overcome, but when you overcome them, you just become stronger.
At music, there's definitely a sense of community. You really get to know the people in band just because there's so many trips and you're there every 2 days a week, or you're here after school doing band.
I would recommend this because it's not really a textbook course. There's not a lot of writing or essay writing or homework to do, just practicing.
You get to learn a lot of new things, especially with music, because there's always an opportunity to try out new instruments and just have fun with it. Music's just a new form of expression, so it really just depends on what kind of person you are.
It helps me with my memory, memorizing all my terms and stuff for biology. It helps me concentrate and focus a lot easier.
So if you're really set on music, you can join the Enrich program, which means you've already had experience reading music, you've already known how to play an instrument, whether it be piano or drums or guitar or anything else. And then if you just want to try it out, see how it works for you, there's just basic music, which you pretty much go in not knowing nothing. And by the end of grade 12, everyone pretty much knows the same thing, everyone's at the same level.
Our teachers let us play popular music. In grade 10 we played The Simpsons, and in jazz band we played songs by Metallica.
It's a sense of almost power and just creativity in making something that wasn't there. So it's like anything with any of the arts. Say dance, you're creating new movements. With art, you're creating new pictures. With music, you're almost painting on silence.
I think this elective is a lot more fun, and in doing drama you find a lot about yourself while developing character. It really truly makes you look in towards your own self.
I think drama helps in your presentation skills to speak in front of large groups of people and to talk in a calm pace and everything like that. And I think now when I do presentations, I go up in front of a class and it's a lot easier now. I'm a lot more confident and I don't worry about what people think. I just present and I usually get great marks on that.
Grade 9 drama, we did monologues and other things like that. And you end up going into script analysis and you realize how much else there is to tell of a story that isn't completely identified through a script, and how much you can show through just your mannerisms or the way you approach people. We also do improv and mime and tableau and stuff, which is a lot of fun when you put them all together, because it's something you don't technically always see in a movie or a TV show or even on stage, but it's a nice feature and it can really make people go, wow, that was good.
It's a great course for anybody if they want to meet new people, if they want to learn more about drama, if they want to learn more about themselves, then I would highly recommend taking this course because it really will change your life.
Those classes give you a sort of bond you don't get through sports or through other classes that you take day to day.
just have fun doing it, and we don't say anything negative about anything. We just give each other positive feedback, and it's just a really a safe haven to come for. You know, you got your other classes which can be stressful, and you know, you just don't want to go there, but you always want to come to drama, like, every day. It's great.
The people in that class really want to be there, and there's just so many creative juices flowing. You can feel it when you enter the room. There's just so much energy, and everyone's just so good and so original, and it's crazy.
I would recommend this to people choosing an elective because it really has a lot of opportunities for you. You get to do dance and vocal and acting, and you get to draw, so you get to explore all of the arts.
For students choosing an elective, it's a good way to kind of dip your feet in the arts, because there's a lot of opportunities come out of this. It's not just like going into drama where you're automatically in. You have to go through a little bit of screening, so you get a bit more opportunity and a bit more experience from it.
I have continued to take performing arts because it's my favorite class. I've been taking it since grade 9, and I've learned so much in it. I'm a dancer, and now I'm an actor and a singer, and it's really, really helped me improve on all of the things I need to be in plays or in performances, and that's what I want to do for the rest of my life.
At the very beginning, we always have games to learn each other's names, then we have different kind of fun activities to kind of get our creativity flowing, so to speak.
You do need some previous skills to come into performing arts. You definitely need to be able to open up to people and things like that. It would help if you've had a background in some dancing or some singing, but performing arts teaches you so much that you really will learn as much as you need to while you're in the course. There is an audition process, so it does help for you to be prepared for that.
They like you to have kind of your feet wet in the singing, dancing, or acting. It doesn't have to be all, but if you have one that you're a little bit familiar with, that helps you to get in.
I really, really push taking performing arts because it's been the best experience. So basically, performing arts has shaped my life and will always be a part of my life.
I chose to try out for the plays because I'd seen the Dwyer plays, and I just thought it looks like so much fun when you're sitting and you're in grade 6 and you're watching the performance, and you just kind of think, I want to do that, like I could do that.
Naturally, you know, when it came to grade 9, I had my reservations because I hadn't sung before in front of anyone, but I still went out for it, and I'm glad I did.
There's never a time when you think, why did I do this? There's always something happening, you're making new friends, and it's a sense of being a part of something that's so much bigger than just you.
You meet every rehearsal after school, you're with people who are in the same sort of spirit as you, they have the same similar interests as you, and it's a play, so you're allowed to be playful. Although there's the serious aspect, like you have to bunker down and learn your lines and behave in a way that's conducive to the project, but it's very fun.
It's really good at like preparing you for having multiple things going on in your life that are all equally as important.
I don't believe that there's a single person who can't act in some way, shape, or form, and it really all that they require of you is a willingness to do so. And that if you show up for that first edition in grade 9 and they see that this person's they may not have the best singing voice, they may not be, you know, the most talented person out there, but if they're putting themselves forward and just showing that they're willing and enthusiastic, that's all you need.
It's natural to me now. The play is part of my high school experience. It's great. It's so much fun, and you can't really beat it. I could never imagine not doing it. I'm so glad that I tried out in my first year, and I never wasted an opportunity with it.
Well, when I chose this course, I didn't know a lot about it. It just seemed sort of interesting to me because I was into art and photography, and it just seemed like the perfect thing to take.
You don't need to have any previous skills in order to take media arts, because the teacher's not going to assume that you have any knowledge of film editing or photo manipulation or photography. They will teach you right from the beginning. If you are able to learn some of that in the beginning, it definitely will help you out as you go through the year, but it's definitely not necessary.
In this class, the biggest challenge that I face would have to be actually like coming up with an idea for a project, because the assignments are pretty broad. It's basically a general question and you sort of have to personalize it to you.
No matter what type of digital media design you're looking to go into, you kind of touch base and get a good taste for all of it. So whether you're looking for still photography, digital image manipulation, or film editing, you're going to acquire some of the skills you need for all these courses.
Entering the course for the first time, I think students should just have an open mind and sort of not be afraid to express themselves through their projects, because if you hold back, you won't really produce the best possible work that you could. So just don't be afraid to take a risk.
Going through the film process and the treatment process really gives you a sense of how to plan for something. If you don't plan out your film, it's going to become a train wreck. So you really need to get things in order. And that carries over to your other classes. You can't just start writing an essay in your English class. You need to do the background work first. So media arts really gives you a good understanding of how to plan things out and how to get things in order.
This course also has a more advanced learning as well, because in like second year of college, professors haven't even taught their kids half the stuff that we're learning in grade 10. This course prepares you and gives you a competitive edge over anyone else and sort of lets you be ahead of the game, which is something that you won't get a lot of anywhere else.
Do not be scared of Mr. Schneider. He doesn't bite often.
It's a lot of fun because you get to create something, and at the end you're just like, wow, I made that.
Media arts isn't just a class, it's an experience.